Wake up.
What is that? Oh,
Another J word.
yo.
Yeah. Then we're gonna be back on the topic we was talking earlier.
God, we can't leave it alone. What's going on, everybody? It's the All Points Podcast. You're hanging out with the freshest crew. I go by the name of Jonathan the Great.
It's Midwest.
Hey, too.
This is Sam, aka shit.
And it's Kyle.
I forgot what my AKA from last time.
Back again with another episode. If you didn't catch the last one, then you're a loser. And yeah, Twix won that shit.
Yeah.
As it, you know, I would say should, but
Who in here voted for Twix?
I did.
So why come you didn't bring Twix for everybody?
why would I?
I'm ordering a
supposed to
giant-sized Twix.
You gonna put it on
Really?
to sit in the
So
background.
like those giant gummy bears and stuff and gummy worms they be having.
I'm gonna bring in a giant stick. Eventually, once we get our own studio, every winner of the
you didn't even have to
BBC
name that.
bracket.
How they didn't know that this was ours?
You know?
Just letting cat out
Well,
the bag. Exposing too much.
Until I get a key to the outside world that leads into the studio, this is still just a room inside of the
It's our moms.
Right.
It's our parents. This is this place. But yeah, you know what's crazy about that last episode?
What's up?
We'll get to that. First off, how's everybody doing?
I thought you was gonna say the fact that it's not up yet.
I didn't finish my thought, but I'm doing good.
Oh, okay.
But I was gonna say, once we get our own, studio, every winner of every bracket is just gonna have a little knickknack in the studio. So we're gonna have a picture of Dave Chappelle.
You are
We're gonna have a
officially
picture
showing your age.
Of Carl Weathers. We got the Reese's Puffs, and we're gonna have the Twix. And then when we do the BBC bracket, that's going to be hanging on the wall eventually.
Just get a plaster
But-
mold of it.
Yeah.
But why a picture of them? We should just hire them to
Just stand there in the background.
Every episode.
We're making a lot of money then.
You know we getting that pseudo armor.
Yes.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want in here. He can be sitting behind the turntables.
Yep. For season 6. Woo. But
And yeah, to answer your question on my end, fucking bored, dude.
Yeah. Why's that?
Fucking bored.
Why?
I don't know. Life's just boring right now.
I mean, that's expected in this, inferior season that we call fall or autumn for the most part.
you take that back,
Fuck
sir.
the fall. Fuck the fall.
Everything's all beautiful now. Leaves are falling.
Actually, you know what? I will accept the fall. Fuck the winter. When the winter comes, fuck that.
Fuck them both at the same time.
I mean, you want to make your life a little bit interesting?
Sure. Why?
Participate in No Nut November. It's officially November 1st as a recording. Participate in that and
I'm gonna nut every day.
no, it's No Nut
It
November.
is Nut November now.
What if you get raped?
Stop. We just got demonetized.
You can't use that word?
Can't use the R word.
What if you got raped?
Just
How can
don't.
we use a word that's in the English language in the dictionary?
Because we'll get canceled.
Exactly.
What if you got raped? What's the
keep
through
saying
line there?
You know,
No, 'cause he was-
I want to know what the through line is.
He was given the stipulations for the month of November. So I just put that out there. And I didn't mean it in a context, meaning I'm the victim,
According to some girls,
Right.
guys can't get raped.
Yeah, they can. You can just
exactly.
be sleeping.
I
I
agree.
got raped.
Hey, when they want it, they just take it.
So about the last episode, my mom listened to it and
Really?
she was just like, this is the first time in a long time that I've made it through a whole episode.
Aw.
And I was like, hey, that's cool because we've been kind of cleaning it up a bit. Have we? Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I don't think there was nothing wrong with what I said because, they're in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You need, sometimes it ain't two people that want it. Sometimes one person wants it more than the other one. And then,
I meant I was
things
actually
kind of
raped.
happen.
Like drugged.
Look, I'm
But that's
staying
different.
out of this one. The views of Jonathan Krigler are not in this one.
Whatever.
No, I mean,
speak your
no.
mind.
That is an important thing though, because there are some people who get married and then they just expect that you're gonna fuck them.
What's the point
I
of
guess-
marriage if you...
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just
You know
kidding.
what?
I'm just kidding.
The views of the All Points podcast do not
get
reflect
off
the views
this.
of the All Points podcast.
I'm just saying.
hot and steamy. I'm gonna just
No,
No.
it's funny that your mom says that. Usually our BBC brackets are more tamed and controlled and so yeah.
BBC
that's a fact.
brackets
just block somebody.
are also just hella fun.
See,
Somebody
you
just
got
trolling.
money.
Very fun.
You need
But the
that.
BBC bracket's also one giant dick joke, so it's like
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's.
hate can.
I was telling a friend of mine last night. We were just like chatting, and then I told her, I was like, okay, so we do this podcast and whatnot. And I was like, now don't laugh. Just like kind of preface it. It's like, but you know what BBC is, and she just busts out laughing. So it's like, the joke's already ruined.
yeah. So eventually we're gonna mature and do I had it in my head a long time ago.
I've got one, but I'll run it after the show.
Mhm.
Right on.
Right on.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm surprised she actually made it through an episode. So shout out to Mama.
Yeah.
You a soldier.
You know,
She probably ain't gonna hear this one, but
she probably stopped right. Yeah. So, how was your guys' Halloween? Actually, we missed a lot of things. Jonathan, how was your birthday? We ain't talked about your birthday. We're always talking about people's birthdays on the show.
No,
You had a
I'm not.
birthday in October.
no, we don't talk about anybody's birthday.
What happened on
I
your
remember him
birthday?
talking about my birthday. You want to know
We
what happened?
did talk
That's
about your
what I'm
birthday.
saying.
You was in Seattle. You missed out on the sunset or some gay stuff. No, I'm sorry.
The views of Kyle Holly. I'm backing out.
I know.
Yeah, see, you got to say. I thought it was funny.
Just kidding.
What happened to this episode? Oh my god.
And Bob definitely stopped listening now.
Yep. No, what happened for my birthday is exactly what I wanted to happen for my birthday.
You got your feet
Absolutely
touched?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I forgot that it was my birthday the
Peace
day
and
before.
quiet is kind of hard to come by.
It's gonna.
I said peace and quiet is kind of hard to come
No,
by.
it's not even that. I just I'm not a person that wants too much attention or anything like that until I want it. So for the most part
Wait,
and everything,
what?
Sounds like the first segment.
that doesn't make sense.
Until I want it.
Shut up. It's not but like for my birthday, I'll avoid posting anything like that. I tried to remove the reminder, like, oh, it's your birthday. And then fucking it was on anyway. So everybody and their mom was like, happy birthday.
Yep.
And I was just like,
Craig from Idaho was like,
yeah,
"Hey,
I
happy
was just
birthday,
like,
Jonathan!"
I don't care. Like, no. And there's more to it than just like, oh, well, I post, the show or do this and this and that, or
Right.
hey, come out to the park, and then none of you motherfuckers ever like, oh yeah, like it or even show up. So it's just like, don't say happy birthday to me. Like, you don't know me.
They just doing it because Facebook
because
told them
Facebook
to.
told them to.
Yep.
That's on the Facebook side of it.
I like Michael's rule that he has.
What?
It's like if I look at the birthday thing and I don't feel any kind of like need to say happy birthday to you, I'm probably just gonna delete you.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. But yeah, for the most part, like I didn't do anything, and I ended up running to one of Rhea's cousins and all that stuff, and it was at the end of the night and all that shit. So I thought I was scot free, and he's like, "Wait, it's your birthday, is it?" And I'm like, "Oh, damn it!"
And you started beating you up.
No, he ended up buying my stuff from Quick Trip and everything.
What?
And I was
That's
like,
cute.
All right, thanks, man.
What
And
did
then-
you buy?
It was like some Starbucks or whatever. But then the clerk dude or whatever behind the cashier, he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's birthday. Oh yeah, man." Gave me fist pound.
Congratulations.
He fisted you?
Yeah, man.
You
Shut
got
up.
fisted on your birthday?
It was
From a Quick Trip guy? That goes back to that first segment.
come on, man. They work with hot dogs and they can get a good fisting in there.
Yeah.
They the best of both worlds. But nah, man, it was just like, man, I don't want any attention or anything like that. Unless I'm doing the show, and then I'm like, hey, content, and yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I don't really care for my birthday. So
I understand.
yeah, next year I hope to do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna
gonna-
stay home for the whole day.
It's
Hey,
gonna
man.
go down in history.
Did you get some cake though?
No,
Didn't get no cake?
I didn't want any.
Man,
What?
you got somebody who makes all these types of cakes. Didn't get no cake.
I don't want
That is kind of weird. Why didn't she make anything?
because
did she make
I
anything for
don't
you?
Want anything?
She didn't cook?
No, I say if you're gonna do something, then you can cook. But for the most part, I don't want.
Did she cook though?
No, I just said that she
What?
didn't do anything
She
because
didn't
I
get-
didn't want
She
anything.
didn't give you any power tools?
No.
So you're telling me you have a girl who actually cooks?
Yes.
Which is hard to come by.
Not really.
Sound salty.
No, I am. I am. And she didn't even cook for you?
It's not like, she's like, oh, well, I'm just not going to cook for you. She knows that I do not want anything for my birthday.
So
I don't want
basically,
anything.
not giving you anything for your birthday was basically giving you what you wanted for your birthday.
Exactly. And for Christmas. Like, I don't, unless we're doing the Secret Santa shit,
Yeah.
but whatever, that's different. Then I can actually give you something in return and we all are happy. It's not just, hey, you, ugh,
Right.
yucky.
This year for Secret Santa, I'm just putting 8-minute kiss.
What is that? Is that,
You got a kiss for 8 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know
Kiss
what?
me for 8 minutes.
What if somebody, never mind.
I don't care.
Some dude comes up, hey, I want to trade this in.
What if I get the gift?
Well, better pucker up.
You gonna kiss me for 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Do I get a PS4 or 5?
I don't know. Depends on how good my Secret Santa gift was.
I'll pass already.
I guess.
Anyways,
That's
how
interesting.
was
So October
everybody?
26th is going to go down as the boringest day in the world.
Cool. I don't care. How was you guys this day or week or whatever the fuck else we
Halloween
missed?
happened.
does anybody do anything Halloween at all?
I did.
Nope.
What was
I
do?
worked.
You worked. I didn't do shit.
When you going to leave that job?
I already told you when.
All right.
I forgot
I
when.
figure it's more so for the kids. I mean, on the adult side, it was like Halloween parties and drinking.
But that's the thing,
costumes,
bro. Like,
but I don't know. I didn't do nothing.
I'm telling you right now, I've said it before, I'll fucking say it again. 2022 is a boring ass year. Nothing fucking is happening.
Go down in history as the most boring
And like,
year.
I'm sure it's because if you want to get into the whole fucking everything, I'm sure it's because inflation and fucking the war in Ukraine is pushing prices on everything
too
up and up
hot
and up. So
outside.
no one wants
it
to
is
do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Everything's expensive, but 2022 sucks. Fucking sucks. It's boring.
Even that year when everyone died,
What, in 2016?
I guess that was the year. Was that the year when everyone was dying?
I mean, I guess that year, and then what was it? 2020. True, that happened. It was funny. Election year. Anyway,
Speaking of people dying, elephant in the room.
oh yeah,
Oh, I wasn't ready to tackle that just
You
yet.
weren't ready yet?
I was still going to talk about what I did yesterday.
I thought you were segueing into it by saying people dying.
No.
No.
My
People
bad.
die every day.
So then we don't need to talk about it? No.
No.
Whatever. This is weird.
No, we could talk about it. You guys want to talk about it?
Not really. I mean, it's the same shit that always happens. Never mind. I don't care.
I'll go ahead and talk about it. So
don't care.
we woke up this morning to Jonathan of all people messaging the group. I expected from like Eugene or something.
I mean, I actually
But-
already knew about it before he even said
he
anything.
was there.
I just don't. I just don't
he
like.
texted like 5 a.m. How'd you already know about
Because
it?
I was already up. I got the evidence
You stay
right
on-
now.
Wait,
Look,
what?
he
What do you
works
mean?
Before it.
All of us.
Yeah.
You just kept your ears to the streets, I guess.
I woke up at 6:30 to it.
It's kind of one of them things like when somebody, oh, did you hear about this? Oh, did you hear about
Yeah,
this? Did you
that's-
hear about this? Did you? It's like,
I
oh, did
found
you
out
hear
through-
about
I found
Kanye?
out
Did you
through
hear about
Jonathan.
Like, I heard about it first,
I heard
motherfucker.
about it like fucking the last 20 people asked me
Yeah.
before they even asked me, but
Well-
it ain't even about that.
I woke up to unfortunate news that the 28-year-old rapper from Amigos
Shut up, Kyle. Shut
Takeoff.
Shut up, Kyle. Shut up.
Migos.
You say it right. You fucking. I hate you sometimes.
you so angry.
Cause you like a 28-year-old rapper.
was-
This is not the news.
From,
they know who me
from
fucking
Amigos.
Takeoff is.
Fuck up.
All right, yeah.
Well, I got him.
Takeoff got shot because some shit went down. Apparently, his homeboy was shooting at niggas when he shouldn't have had a gun in a bowling alley in the first place. Higher security. Shit happened over a dice game. He got his shit knocked off. Whatever.
From what
Not
the
that I
streets-
feel bad about the whatever part about it, but it's just bullshit happening because bullshit happens because people allow bullshit to happen.
but you always have to ask, why does bullshit happen?
Because niggas
Put on the
bullshit.
NPR voice.
come from the
I mean, honestly, this is my take on it because I was reading all the the different threads and the comments and all that stuff, and it was just like Quavo was losing, at a dice game, and he started getting all up in his feels and stuff over some money. It was like 100,000, and then he like bet his chain or something like that.
I just
and then
think
he got angry.
you just don't
And
do
then-
certain things with randos.
They're
They're not even from Houston.
Yeah,
They went to go celebrate a friend's birthday party.
yeah.
And obviously, that's like when I met you guys are my friends, but you got other people that are y'all friends with. I don't know them, but
Yeah.
it's probably kind of one of those situations.
especially if you got some money involved too. Nah, I ain't
my
fucking
thing
around.
is, from what I got from the whole story and everything like that, and niggas started shooting and stuff like that. And one person was like, they could have easily went to Vegas, played a dice game legally around, security.
But see,
people,
that person that made
this and
that comment don't really understand, people's upbringing. That's just the same way I could just call up people and we can go hoop or whatever. That's just as simple as them playing dice games all the time.
True, not exactly.
But my thing is, I mean, I never grew up in the hood, so I don't do hood things. But I guess it's hard to take the hood out of certain people. But like, if I grew up playing pickup games at the park up the street, and now I got money now, I'm not going to the park up the street no more. I'm bringing my homies to my crib, and we hooping at my house because I got my own basketball goal. I'm not doing hood things anymore.
You got your own basketball goal?
Oh yeah, you got to put it up. Yeah, I'm just saying,
still got to wheel it out into the street.
But I'm just saying, it's like,
I mean,
you can say,
you can't victim blame.
I'm not
because
victim blaming.
At the end of the day, people wake up and they just try to live their life. No one expects what's part of their normal routine. This ain't the first time they done played a dice game in the city with whatever, but it's just the first time somebody wanted to be ignorant and something unfortunate happened.
And it sucks. It sucks because he wasn't even a part of the game.
Yeah.
He was just in the background, minding his own business.
That's what happens. It's like who you surround yourself and who you hang out with. Obviously, they from the streets.
Yeah.
Obviously, when they pull up and link up with people, they from the streets. So it's gonna be a bunch of hood dudes doing hood activities.
And it kind of hit me kind of a little bit harder because everyone in was comments like, man, Quavo was a quiet type. He didn't mind nobody's business, nothing like that. Takeoff, yeah, my bad. Takeoff is the quiet type. He don't mind nobody's business, and he keep to himself. And it made me think of Eugene. Man,
don't put my name.
No, listen.
Don't make no comparison.
Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Because Eugene, you always in the back, in the cut, just minding your own business, bro. No, I thought about you, and it felt something. I was like, man, I can relate to that because Eugene's always the quiet type. He always the one in the back while we out there wilding out doing crazy things. And I'm like, man, if that was, I put myself in Quavo's shoes. I put myself in the whole group's shoes. I was like, that freaking sucks, bro. I would hate to be in that position right now. I would hate to be that position because I would hate to lose. I would hate to lose Eugene over something stupid like that.
What did I just say?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to relate.
I will.
You don't relate by putting my name.
No, I'm just saying.
You don't.
No,
we talk about Kanye West making terrible comparisons and example. That was
it's not a terrible comparison.
That was a terrible comparison.
I will say, man,
terrible.
I feel fucking terrible for Quavo because losing your net, especially if it's true that it's because he got pissed off, then losing your nephew over some shit like that.
Right.
Something that you kind of sparked.
And it was your own team. It was your own team.
Well, we don't know that.
That's what I read. I mean,
obviously, you can read anything they post until it's proven.
That's survivor's guilt like a motherfucker.
Was Takeoff, was he the only one that got killed?
I heard other people got hit, but he was the only one that died.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. See, I was gonna say, if anybody else got killed in that whole situation, I feel for them because ain't nobody caring about.
And
them.
then one person said, "Where was Offset at?" He was like, "Oh, he must have been at home with his family."
Well,
obviously, and then another comment was like, "It shows how a family can keep a man at home." And
obviously,
stuff like
they don't fucking know what's going on.
Obviously, they got
exactly. I said the same thing.
They got an underlying beef that's caused them to split up. But
I said the same exact thing. So I was like, it just sucks because he's young. And he wasn't part of the game. He just got hit with a stray. It was allegedly, they say it was his own person. And I'm just like, I hope whoever did it, gets prosecuted. I hope no one's on that whole, I ain't snitching. Nah, bro. I hope something gets done.
I would be surprised because it was in a pretty public place.
Yeah,
so they would probably have cameras. You had people who was filming.
But it seems like no one knows what happened.
That's so fucked up, by the way.
Yeah,
I want to make that shit known. Not that anybody actually listens, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I can't bro. I don't blame anybody who's was on Twitter or whatever and they saw the video.
Yeah,
who I do fucking blame is who the fuck sees somebody grieving over somebody they just lost a couple seconds ago, bleeding on the fucking ground in front of you, and your first thought is, I'm gonna record this.
That's the new generation.
Yeah.
That's the new world.
Then again, we're all sort of guilty of that. Like, if you're driving down the street, and not say that if you see a wreck or anything like that, but if it's slowing up traffic, we're all like, the fuck is going on here? And filming.
I drive by wrecks all the time.
But I'm not saying like, I'm saying if it's like slowing down traffic and everything like that. Like, if you have enough time to where you can get on your phone, I'm sure we
absolutely.
don't do that.
But like, I feel like there's some distance there because you're very separated from it versus seeing a fucking body bleeding on the ground.
But the reaction is to get your phone out. And
I think for the sake of something like journalism, because for the facts, like being able to get every little detail in there. I mean, like, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But it just depends on how it's being used. If it's just like these people are trying to do it just
regular
for clout,
people, they ain't no journalists.
Well, what I'm saying here though is because like people who are like writing articles about this and whatnot, like let's just say if you want to talk about like any kind, let's just say you wanted to talk about like violence and like what kind of shit that leads to that. That's like proof right there is why you don't really get involved because it's just like you can use those things as tools. So like I'm a little bit if they're just using it for clout, fuck them. But
I agree with you, Alex, to a certain extent. I agree with like record it. Like, I mean, obviously you can't, record when things happen because you never know when things are going to happen.
It's going to get taken when law and investigators get there. Then they going to take their pictures and evidence. It ain't for the public to do it.
It's just it's the sad part when it's like after the fact. I hate when people film stuff like after like there was a picture of him randomly laying on the floor with no one around him. Like, obviously, it was before the cops showed up. And it's like, you're just doing that for clout at that point. You're just, But it's just like, some of that stuff, some of these footage, people filming stuff, can be used for evidence in, like, cases. And
that
like,
ain't even clout, though. Because it's like, okay, what are you going to post it on your page? Was more people going to follow you because of videos?
I don't understand it.
You ain't going to get absolutely nothing out of it.
That's what they be feeling, though.
If anything, it puts you more in danger.
Yeah, it's stupid, but, that's just what they feel. I just know from all of this, I don't want to be around any of you niggas anymore. I had enough. Right.
You talking about us personally or just like niggas
in the context of what he's saying? Like,
I don't want to be around any.
And that's another thing. Like, I remember one time we was leaving. What was it when we went to go do the show?
Was it Docs?
Rep Your City tour or something?
Yeah,
we stopped at a gas station like in Kansas City. It was nothing but like tricked out cars. It's like dope boy cars, all of them. We was like, nah, we need to go. This ain't the spot. And then that's another reason when we're downtown and we are doing this game. I don't like to be around because. Problems happen when people are lit under the influence. Either they smoking or they drinking, and you hanging out in the parking lot or whatever. It's just like homeboy. We walked up on Fetty Wap, and he kind of like you remember Jonathan walked up on the car like he was reaching for something.
We was like, oh shit.
He's like, oh, like you can't fuck
remember
with.
that.
Like, certain people you can't fuck with, and I was like.
But that's kind of why we do the whole, get in and get out, though.
Yeah.
Like, and then when we're actually going out to the bar and everything like that, it's at a certain time where it's early. It's like, all right, it's time to go because niggas will come out here and
sitting in the parking lot trying to be a sitting duck. Like even at DreamCon when like the party got shut down and we was like waiting to see if they was gonna let more people in. It's like everybody's like playing music and I'm like,
you mean last year?
The year before last.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't hang out in parking lots, bro.
Yeah, but overlying that, I looked at this situation. Not that it's comparable, but I saw Moneybag Yo at a basketball game or whatever, and him and a bunch of niggas all
putting money on the floor.
Yeah, I was like, see,
that's what I mean. Like when there's money involved,
I'm like,
people will get greedy.
Yeah.
So I'm
done with you niggas.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you don't see Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
That's what people were saying in the comments.
Zuckerberg, he said just anybody with an enormous amount of wealth, more wealth. Like these people think that's wealth. Even Mayweather, that's nothing.
That's the difference.
The type of money they got is on a different level, but you don't see them showing off the cars.
You're on the gram. That's holding money to your ear. It's a disconnect.
That's the difference between being rich and wealthy. Like you talking about Musk being wealthy, like. If you just throw money away, because I mean, it's just being flashy and shit like that.
It's like, hey, I'm a target. This is what I got. If you want it, come get it.
That's what people were saying in the comments. If you got money and you're rich and stuff like that, like you start doing rich things, like you start hanging around rich people.
Everybody don't know what I got.
It's having money and then just being irresponsible with it. I mean, having fun, having irresponsible fun with it. I would say that.
You know, I ain't about to put it all on you niggas, even though it's funny. But whatever.
I'm just saying, you know where we live at. You know, all those cars that pull up in front of the club down there. It's like, okay, let's say somebody did pull up in a Lambo or something. It's like, why would you do that down here? It's like everybody gonna know what type of time it is. But
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say right now, girls who little gold diggers girls. They coochie feels exactly the same as the girls who don't care about your money. Because they do it for the girls, man. They try to get girls, and you know.
I mean, that's what Ye was talking about.
All
though.
coochie feel the same.
like money, power, and
well, he was talking about.
You point at me.
He was talking about. It was just funny how much like
maybe it was inadvertent. I'm just like moving around.
Yeah.
I don't even recall.
All right, whatever. Fuck it.
Go. What was you?
No, it's all good.
No, I want to know what Ye said.
No, that's all he said was just like basically it was just funny like how much of a motivator like females was for him. Like even like when he was talking about he saw like some like Hustler Mag or something like that. I forget what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, yeah, and just from then on, that was kind of like that was my motivation right there.
That's because Ye's a coomer though.
Really is.
What?
He's a fucking coomer.
What is that?
You know what a coomer is?
Nah, I'm scared for the definition. What is a coomer?
It's when you take a boomer and a comer and you mash them together.
Oh, hi. All right.
Yeah, man, dude just wants the nut all the time.
I didn't know that. All right.
Why do you think he's showing porn to fucking Adidas executives?
Okay, I don't want to talk about him.
All right.
But hearing about the fucking Skechers thing, I laughed.
What, him getting walking?
They said,
That was
get
funny.
that nigger.
That was
Get that snigger out of here.
that was funny. Like
I was like, beat it. I remember.
Guilty by association. If any business partner, company, or brand associates with his name right now,
They said, nah.
It's also
their
like-
stocks is going to drop.
Yeah.
They've been moving Skechers since the 90s. They ain't stopping.
But it's also just like, why would I mess up my brand just because of your name?
Yo,
like,
but wait. Could you imagine some light up Yeezy?
no, for real.
It's like,
But as soon as he partners up with Skechers, like the affordable shoe that I can buy 3 pairs for my son is not going to be affordable no more because it's Kanye.
That's when you move on to New Balance.
No, because
New Balance is popping now.
no, he was partnered with Balenciaga, but if you look at a lot of Skechers silhouettes, they're the same designs that Balenciaga
Wait,
had.
for real?
That's funny.
Wow. Nah, he gonna hook up. What was the dude that did? Remember Stephen Barry's?
No, he needs to hook up with
Marbury.
AN1.
Marbury, the
needs to hook-
Starberries.
He needs to hook up with AN1. Make them things popular.
That's funny. Yeezy Shacks or something. Like that.
Some yaks.
Nah, they would never be able to be sold because he's all about material and fabrics and the type of material he wants to use.
Like I said,
you can't sell it that
I can
cheap.
buy 3 pairs of Skechers for my son compared to 1 pair of Nikes. So I hope he doesn't never. Because I hate when people be like, oh, it's affordable. No, he's not making clothes for us.
No, he tried to, but they wouldn't let him. He said he wanted to sell stuff at Gap for like $20, but
I remember he was talking about that. Yeah,
They raised the prices, changed the colorway.
Even if it was $20, the rich white boys is going to go out and buy all of the stock just so they can resell it online. So I won't be able to get it for $20.
Well, that's not his fault. That's not his fault that he has that much influence.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't want him. I don't want him messing up my Skechers. You know,
I mean, you don't even wear Skechers.
I told you my son
But he
wears
would.
3 pairs of Skechers when I could have bought 1 pair of Nikes.
you know he will wear some skeezies. That's nasty.
Skeezers.
Nah, speaking of people with money,
You want to talk about Papa Elon?
I do, but I don't.
Because he
He's gonna ask you
take-
something and then just take the reins.
No, he got it.
no go because you want to talk about him.
Nah, I don't. I said I do, but I don't.
Because it's like
I'm gonna say fuck Elon Musk.
No.
He better not fuck up my Twitter.
I'm gonna double up on it. Fuck Elon Musk.
come on, Jonathan, where you at, man?
Look, I'm a musketeer. You
Why?
know, as good as everybody.
I am too.
But I don't know. Is he bugging?
No.
Yes.
No, I honestly
Nah, he
think
just started bugging. All right,
honestly
they let
think
the raid kids.
this is what it was.
It ran out.
What is it? What
I
is it,
honestly think
Kyle?
this is what it was.
What?
He was at some rich people cocktail party or whatever.
Look at this
and he
excuses.
was just joking around. He said, I'll buy Twitter right now.
No.
And a Twitter exec was like, really? And he was like, sure, as he drunk this cocktail. And they was like, all right. So they held him to it. Man. And then the next day, Elon was like, nah, I was just joking. I don't really want Twitter. What? Twitter was like, I already bought a house and a yacht. You're buying Twitter. And then Elon was like,
got your blood print on the paper, man. You locked in.
And then Elon was like, well, if I'm buying Twitter, then you need to filter out all the bots or whatever. Something that's impossible for Twitter to do. And then Twitter was like, we're not doing it. You're buying Twitter.
Kyle.
And then he was like, I'm not buying Twitter. Hold up, then Twitter was like, nah, we're going to sue you if you don't buy it.
We got it. Hold up. All right. Go ahead.
I'm not done.
We don't need all that. All right?
Elon buys Twitter, and he's like, well, fine, I'll buy Twitter, but I'm firing the execs. And then he just fires the head people. And now he's over here just like, I need to make my money back. So now I'm charging for verification check marks. And y'all better figure it out by Friday. So now it's just like, yeah, Elon, I think he's off his... I don't think he's off his rock. I think it's just a joke that went too far.
He's never been on his rocker. What the fuck? He's not a smart guy.
That's the shit that I hate.
He's just fucking lucked his way into everything. What the fuck are you talking about?
He said in 2015 or 2016 he would have a fully working automatic driving system. Yes. That still hasn't happened.
Dude, it's working. I was in it.
He didn't even fucking make Tesla.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Nikolai made Tesla.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, my God.
Actually, Nikolai's dad did. Who's that? Do you know?
It doesn't matter. Edison stole the idea from Tesla.
Oh, my fucking God.
There's this fantastic video I was watching the other day. It was talking about all the stuff that he lied. Just like, he lied about these fucking solar shingles and shit. And it was just like, he takes the weight and he's like, yeah, you can just drop it on it and it just cracks.
I got the solar shingles in my house.
I'm sure you do.
Dude, he's just a dumber Steve Jobs. That's all it is. That's his entire
Are you calling Steve Jobs dumb?
Yes.
I'm saying, no, Steve Jobs at least had some smarts. Fucking Elon is just he just benefits off fucking apartheid. That's his whole fucking career.
Elon fucking is the biggest troll, and of course I have to have some resentment or something. He got your beat. Okay. Through all his shenanigans and alleged lies,
allegedly
haters,
it was just a joke.
All right. The way that if you bought something and you could come into a room and just put your dick on the table,
just fully on the table,
like you,
world's largest table, smallest section.
Get the fuck out.
Yep. That's fine. I don't give a shit about that. I didn't realize that was the point.
You don't give a shit about that.
No, I don't fucking care. I'm saying, no. Like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's his company.
Okay,
I don't give a shit.
Look, it's a master plan through all of that. All right? So he had to do all of that.
It's the bring back vibe.
Bring back vibe? No. He had to go through all of that.
Yes.
Come in swinging his giant musk dick.
Musky. The electric power.
My bad, mama, if you made it through. Man, we just...
Nah, she left. Dang. She left back when we said the R word.
We just in here like old AOL when somebody leaves it. Nah, man. Somebody made a joke on Twitter. It's pretty much like he bought Twitter just to stalk or block Grimes or whatever from social media for his ex. That's what it was for. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you had Elon's money, you wouldn't do something stupid like that.
No. Yes. You already said you buy all the most expensive cars and have a fucking destruction derby.
That was Michael.
No, that was you.
No, that was Michael.
Shut up.
What would you buy if you had Elon's money?
If I had his money, I probably would buy a water purification system and actually start working on making sure that we have like fucking, decent water here in Wichita. Because like, the fucking mud monster.
Sam, what would you buy if you had Elon's money?
What?
Number one, I would never be a billionaire. Even if I had the potential to be, I wouldn't fucking be one.
I'm curious why.
But if I did have Elon,
hoarding wealth.
If I did have Elon money, I would probably, I would be the person who bribes all the politicians. And I would do it for fucking good. Not for, let's go ahead and keep on tapping oil even though we were going to run out. I want to keep my oil money.
You sound the opposite of right, man. Like way opposite of right.
Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit.
Wait till the guys on Parler hear about this.
Oh, God. Shit. All right, we're going to take a break.
And we're back. Yeah, I stole it from you. So you got it the first time, motherfucker.
That's fair.
So, how y'all doing?
Pretty good.
How was your day?
My day?
That was the beginning of this episode.
All over again.
Did you guys? Well, I don't know.
Awesome.
Did any of you guys?
On my day, but whatever.
Sam, did you fill out the application for student loan forgiveness?
Huh?
Did you fill out your application for student loan forgiveness?
Yeah, I did it like literally the hour it was available.
Alex, did you?
Oh yeah,
I did too.
The same thing. Like as soon as I saw that, it's live. I was like, doop.
Yeah, I filled it out. So
Oh yeah, did you have a Pell Grant at any time?
I don't know. I think I did.
Fucking
I think-
signed in. You didn't even check.
I think I did actually. Yeah, I think I did.
Okay, cool.
But,
So you're getting 20K off.
I hope so. But it's further reasoning why I don't want to live in this state. Because I was reading headlines and there were 6 states:
Get your ass out of here.
Arkansas, Missouri, Nebraska.
Arkansas is not a state.
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
Until we get it back. Missouri, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and South Carolina filed a lawsuit arguing that the federal relief program.
Are you drunk?
A little bit. The federal relief program will hurt state-based loan companies that manage some federal loans themselves.
Tough breaks, nigga.
And I was like, I hate this state so much.
Well, get your black ass out of it.
It's
Move down to
What you could do, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Register to fucking vote.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
This dude works for a government position, but he doesn't vote.
Fucking crazy.
How ass backwards is that?
I also think that I can read too. Keep telling him I can.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I hate, living in a state where it's just like,
Yes, it's stupid. Yes, we
Yes.
live in a red state. It's fucking dumb.
it's like why?
We also have fucking hillbilly.
Hand on handout.
We also have fucking hillbilly rednecks being like,
Get it out
I'm
the
tired of
mud."
footing the bill for blue states. Meanwhile, it's
Yeah.
red states who are taking all the fucking blue state
all
money.
the PP loans and all the. It's just so like I hate
I
it.
could get a PP loan.
I wish I could get a PP.
But it's like, don't that make you guys want to just leave?
No, not
it
really.
wouldn't matter.
I paid all of my college education out of my pocket.
Why do I gotta pay for the rest of
Scholarships and Pell Grants.
I say, hey, motherfucker, I paid for 3/4 of mine. I'm good. If I can get that last little fourth of it, I'm straight.
I didn't pay for none of it.
Seriously?
I did
gonna
all.
pay now.
I told you I was a C average student in high school. I didn't qualify for nothing. And I went to Southeast. They didn't tell us about anything.
Goddamn.
It was
Why'd you
just
go to
like,
college
hey,
then?
here's FAFSA, fill it out.
Why'd you go to college then? So you saying
Because I went to Southeast, and they pretty much
go to college.
They pretty much told you that's the
Yeah.
next step after high school.
He's like,
is
alright.
college.
So you wasn't college bound.
Especially whenever you was graduating high school, that was like the whole narrative. You have to get a degree.
That's exactly what they told you in school. They was like, yeah, after high school, it's college, and that's why I went to college, and I was like, well, I'm not going to start something and not finish, so I just kept going, and now I'm
That ties into the
50-something
first
thousand, 50-something. Shut the fuck up. So, but it's like I'm like, oh man, I hate this state.
I assume that now your student debt will be paid off completely.
Yeah, most likely.
So what are you going to do now that you're not making payments?
I'm probably just going to use that money, put it into savings, or probably invest it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see.
No, you won't.
Actually, I will.
You gonna buy some Twitter stock?
Fine, I'm gonna get hookers and blow. What about yourself? Are you paying any? Are you paying on any?
I had like a little bit of debt, but I wasn't paying because the payments weren't.
Wait, you weren't paying on your loan?
The payments were
No,
paused.
I was yes. I paid religiously and on time.
Okay, I was about
when
to
I was
say.
supposed to pay, but like since they've been paused, no, I haven't.
Oh,
been
yeah,
paying.
okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I'm also going to qualify. I'm going to try to apply for the whole forgiveness after so many
Yeah.
payments, and I'm a government employee, so I guess I get like special benefits from it.
Man, it's it's going bad.
I'm just saying, like, the whole reason why I was still paying on them though was because of that whole thing right there, where I knew they was gonna try to like block it or sue or some
right.
shit like that.
Exactly.
And it's just like, well, now I have to continue paying this shit. I'm just like, whatever.
It just sucks when you. It's I don't know.
Yo, even the cafeteria lady's a fucking government employee.
I mean, yeah, technically, but it's just like
Well, actually,
the forgotten heroes. The forgotten heroes.
Yeah.
Cafeteria ladies.
It's just like, you try to progress in this world, and there's always someone trying to pull you back.
Trying to beat you down.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get you off of your rocker.
Takes us back to the first.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that, they're doing that, but, it's expected. Honestly, if they didn't do that, I would be surprised, but this is Kansas. Everything is like ass backwards. People don't, try to see, like make things a little bit better for one person, but they would be the first motherfuckers. Like if there was like a forgiveness loan on tractors, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm doing it."
Right.
So fuck it. Who cares?
Man, I could see that happening.
Everyone buying tractors.
The farmers.
Yeah.
They all want a handout whenever it's convenient.
Right?
Kind of like little kids.
Yeah.
Going door to door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy motherfuckers.
I know.
Can't get a job, make some money, and then go buy your own candy.
Yeah. They just go running up on people and just begging with bags
Begging
out
for
and shit.
food.
I hope this doesn't become the new narrative.
Please, sir.
Like I can see that unironically being a fucking thing.
No, that's literally.
is.
I was watching Monday Night Raw. And, a wrestler literally was calling. He was like, "We live in America where kids are going door to door begging for food." I said, "What? Did you just really just call trick or treating that?" And I was like, I guess.
I mean, technically, it is.
You technically are, yeah. But it's like,
Cans
it's for
of soup
fun,
and everything, and bananas, and sometimes you get toothpaste from people. It's crazy.
those are the dentist.
You know what? I'm going the complete opposite route now. From now on, like if people want to say shit like that, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do the fucking hyper reactionary shit. I'm gonna be like, you see, look at all those smiles. This is how good socialism could be.
Nah. So, being that yesterday, the day that we're recording this or whatever, was Halloween.
Sure.
Who said sure?
Me.
Motherfucker. Shut up. No, so my Halloween, it was all right, man. It was cool.
Took the girls out, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
The fuck?
What they dress up as?
It was just two Elses, man.
Wait, really? Both were Elsa?
It doesn't,
Nobody want to be the other one.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But prior to that and everything, she's like, "Oh, can you get the girls ready so we can go?" And I was just like, "Ugh."
Put on
So I
those
was like, "I
costumes,
don't want to go."
Right? Put on those costumes suck.
No, it's easy. I just didn't want to go because
Let the man finish.
I knew I was going to be around people.
All right, I'm going to let you fit.
Go ahead. So she's home. We're getting ready and all that shit, and we're heading out. Initially, she's like, "Hey, we're gonna be going to College Hill or whatever," and I was even more grossed out because I was
Right.
like, "Why?"
Default Halloween
yeah.
stop.
Because they actually give out candy.
They give out candy, but still, that's where going to be a huge hub of people.
Massive amount of people.
Ain't gonna be
Parking's
no
gonna be
parking.
stupid, yeah.
So I was just like groaning and grumbling the whole time. I had, no pants on. I was walking around in socks because I didn't really want to go, and I wanted her to be like, "Are you not going?" And I could be like, maybe start a fight out of that and never mind. But
get pregnant twice.
on top of it, it's
You're
just
super pregnant.
Nah, but so we ended up going. We went to a neighborhood where we met up with some friends and all that shit. But once we pull into the neighborhood, I just see like kids all over the fucking street, and I was just like, ugh, fucking gross, man. They're everywhere.
You just want
It
to
was like ghouls and goblins and Stranger Things. I was just like, ugh.
So what does it kind of make you think that, like, when we was kids, and like pops and mom was in the car, they would just like go on the van, open the door, and then we would just all hop out.
It was sort of like that, but not too many people driving. There were a few, but it wasn't like that. But they was mobbing the streets. Like the shit was crazy. So we finally pull up and park and all that shit. And I'm pulling the kids out and all that shit. And I get Naya and I'm picking her up and I'm like, wait, why the fuck didn't we bring a fucking stroller and everything? Like, I ain't trying to carry this whole heavy ass baby everywhere. Thankfully, we made her ass walk. But nah, man, it was crazy. So all these kids was everywhere. Ethan and his gang was running them up the fucking street and all that shit. And so the funny thing about it is I was wearing some shorts like these or whatever. I got a billion of them, whatever. Shut up. So cargo shorts
and I had got the pockets on the side. So whenever Naya was filling up her bucket, then it was dad tax time. I came through and scooped that shit out of there. It's put it in the pockets. By the first one, she knew what was going on. Whenever I was coming near, she kept trying to run away from me. I was like, nah.
Thought she was about to pay her tithes.
Yeah, well, she got to. You know, kept looting the fuck out of them. They was getting ran. Yeah. And I was like, y'all doing good, baby. Let's get out there and give me my candy.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of candy now?
Yeah. It's a lot. But we ended up running to one house where they was handing out shots, like Jello shots and all that shit, for the adults and everything. I was like,
I don't know what's in these Jello.
I don't trust that. Yeah,
man, it was cool.
Homemade Jello.
It's going to the whole neighborhood.
You gonna wake up? You gonna wake
coagulated.
Exactly. You gonna wake up?
What is that?
Another J word.
No.
Yeah. And then we're gonna be back on the topic we was talking earlier.
We can't leave it alone. But yeah, man, I had a good Halloween.
I actually also had a good Halloween. Yeah.
What you done did?
Went to a haunted house with the kids. And
he turned his head. What kids?
the young siblings of Julie's. She has two young ones.
I forgot she had young kids. That was my bad.
Yeah, they're very young. And so, we went to haunted houses, cool and shit. But, I was sitting there and like I don't get scared of that shit. So like it was fun for me to watch a child be traumatized, and I really enjoyed that. And I don't like being the asshole, but sometimes I have to. Okay. And so there was one spot where it was like a long segment of nothing, and I was like, all right, I have to do it. And so like I went up behind and I was like, and like, bro, this kid almost shit himself. I felt so fucking bad. It's like in the middle of a cornfield, and like but I was sitting there, man, and I was thinking, who'd be perfect? Who would be great to work at a haunted house?
No.
Yeah, just imagine.
No.
Hey, buddy.
Bro, he'd be behind the slammer right now.
Just Brett dressed up as a big old clown.
You make him a clown, but you give him one of them little like dangling eyeballs and whatnot. that just completes the look for him. And he's got a chainsaw too.
Dude, he'd be so happy. We don't send Brett to a farm. We send him to a haunted house. He can just maintain it the whole year while it's not in use. Mm-hmm. And then when it's finally time, it comes out.
Have you seen those like, you had a, haunted house or a Halloween with Pharaoh, right? Did you go out?
Yeah. On Saturday, we went to his mom's job for trunk or treat.
I was going to say, I think I heard a lot of people talking about that.
He was Spider-Man and he didn't want to wear his face mask and he was acting super shy. And I was like, okay. And I was looking around, I was like, there's too many Spider-Mans here and I don't like it.
Wait, was he Miles?
No, he wanted to be normal Peter Parker, and I tried to convince him, I want you to be the Black Spider-Man. He's like, no. And I was like, all right, whatever. So like
he's like, I'm not a stereotype.
So he got candy there, and I was like, there's too many Spider-Mans here. So later that day, I went to Walmart, got him a wife beater. And he was CJ. CJ on Sunday.
Yeah,
he was CJ from San Andreas. But he didn't go nowhere. Did you let
him say anything?
Oh yeah, I told him.
Were you Big Smoke?
Nah, I couldn't find the right shirt. I couldn't find the right shirt. I had a green shirt button up in my hand, but it wasn't the right color. And I said, "Why am I buying this?"
At least you had him say, "Oh man."
Oh, he said every line.
You got
what lines did he say? What lines did he say?
He said, "Oh, here we go again," and then he said,
keep up, motherfucker.
No, that was Ryder. That was Ryder,
but still, it's a classic.
We did the Big Smoke's order, and you said "fat boy," and like so. So he was CJ on Sunday, and then
wait, so he said any of like the cuss words and everything like that. You let them slide.
I let him slide at one.
CBS.
Yeah. And then yesterday we were getting ready to do like passing out candy because Pharaoh was acting a butt the whole weekend. He was just mean. And I told him, I said, we're not doing nothing Monday. I'm over it. We're not doing nothing Monday. And he said, yes, we are. I said, no, we're not. I said, I'm going to get off work. We're going to watch Monday Night Raw and you're going to eat the candy that you got. Because I don't really eat candy. So like if he gets more candy, it's just like, I don't really want him to eat all that candy and the stuff he doesn't eat. I don't want to eat it. It's going to end up in that bowl. Watch. When y'all see candy sitting in that bowl, it's Pharaoh Pharaoh's candy I don't want.
Hell yeah.
But I was like, we're not doing nothing on Monday. We're just gonna watch Monday Night Raw and eat some
Kyle's eating all the Whoopers.
Yeah, I did go through and eat all the Whoopers and the Twix. But I get a phone call from the homie here at the church, and he was like, "Hey, did such and such tell you about DJing tonight?" I was like, "No," and he was like, "Oh, we need you to DJ," and I was like, "What?" And so, like, I was like, well, I'm just letting you know I don't have much gospel music. And he was like, all right. And I was just like,
you gotta play Kirk Franklin back to back.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really did not want to DJ last night. I really didn't.
You should.
But I promised Pharaoh we was going to Kansas City next week, and I was like, this is money going to Kansas City.
All right. Oh, so
I
get paid.
I got $200, and I was actually surprised by that.
Nah, you ain't cut it. No, I'm joking.
But I went and I set up. I had somewhat of a Christian attitude. As much as an attitude I could have during Hallelujah night, because you don't say Halloween at church, you say Hallelujah. I learned that the hard way too.
You said it like silly. 18 times. Already.
But anyway, so I was DJing and I was doing kids music, and then I would go to like Christian music, and I'll do like kids music again.
Old Town Road.
I did play Old Town Road.
He the only one that caught
what?
Nah, just keep going. Just keep going.
What'd you say?
Just keep going.
What you said.
Guess we'll hear it in that.
But I was just playing back to back Christian music, and then kids music, and then like I played Kirk Franklin. I literally played Snoop Dogg's gospel album.
No way.
I played Kanye West's gospel music. So like I was just playing whatever. And then like it was getting towards the end because it was only like 2-hour period. And so I was like, you know what? I ain't played this yet. So I literally played Thriller. And it was the introduction and everything. It was Thriller. And right when it got in the it was going. No, I'm over here just like snapping my finger, tapping my toe like I normally do, and this scrawny black dude walks up to me.
He said, "Your shit trash."
And he goes, "Hey man, this is a Hallelujah night, and we're trying to play more Christian music, and some of the people in the back are kind of questioning the music choice that you're playing." He was like, let's just try to keep
everything else right. When it gets to Michael Jackson, he's just in the wrong.
I'm thinking it was Thriller, but I also think it was a song that I played previous. It was Timber by Pitbull, and I forgot the lyrics was like, yeah. And then it was like Pitbull's first verse is like face down booty. What? Like I censored it. I forgot the lyrics to the word, and I censored it.
How was that even?
I censored it.
Record?
No, I was just playing upbeat music.
Yeah.
And then like the lyrics, the hook usually is like take a shot another round, and it kept saying it over and over again. I think it was that song, but he came at me when it was playing Thriller, and I was like, this is Michael Jackson. And I literally wanted to look at the black dude and say,
did you bomb him in the face?
I literally wanted to be like, get the fuck up out of my face, nigga, I know what I'm doing. But I didn't, because I was trying to get paid, and I was around a whole bunch of Christmas.
Yeah,
no,
but you might get more.
But I let it go. I said,
see what I did to him.
I said thanks. I said, yeah, I got it.
You should have stepped away and was like, oh, show me what you got.
And he's like,
and then Marquise came up and he, gave out the final prize, and my day was pretty much done. I ordered my Wingstop, and I pretty much dipped up out of there. But I got paid. I was happy, and I was
after
happy
that 200, you
do it for
$46.
I was happy to do it for Pharaoh. So I made
that much in wings.
Got to.
So I made money last night, and that's always a good feeling. But
for once, you didn't have to shake no ass. No. We on the come up here. Our Voice Podcast. We going places.
And Pharaoh was there for the most part, and he was over there dancing and just doing Pharaoh things, but he didn't want to wear a Spider-Man costume. I'll tell you that.
I mean, when you see Jay, then why would you be?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Why did he want? Was it like uncomfortable?
It just takes forever to put on. Like, and then he wanted the ones where the gloves was attached, so like everything he couldn't eat, and then like his gloves. And Pharaoh's a really particular person. Yeah, so like. He just didn't want to wear it. And I said, after I put it on and everything, I was like, do you just want to take this off? He was like, yeah. So I had to take it off and just, but
I think
you
give him too many options. See, when they're a certain age range, you just tell them. When they get a certain age, then you give them options. That's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong.
I agree with you.
We learning, man. You already did it, so we trying to figure it out.
That's why she's self-sufficient. You know, it's all about good parenting skills.
I agree.
You gonna write a little memo for us and let us know. Write that down.
But I'm also
Midwest parenting.
So not to be told.
I'm parenting guide.
And I honestly think that's the reason why it's so hard for him to potty train right now, because I give him options, but like I need to get out of that. And like I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. But it's also just like I knew how I grew up, and like I don't know.
You didn't have options.
You got B.
Yeah,
you know how
it was
I grew up.
Yeah, so
got chained in the basement.
Right. So like I ain't trying to give him that life, but I agree with you on that. And it's like every year there's a costume that Pharaoh wants to be. Besides his first year, there's a costume that I want him to be. So like the first year he was One Punch Man. The second year he was Blippi. But he was also Childish Gambino from This Is America.
So you're trying to live vicariously through your son.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to give him a cool childhood.
You can be Little Kyle because you can't be Little Kyle anymore.
I didn't celebrate Halloween growing up.
See that? I put exactly.
Dressing up, you
don't get that
fun. So
you're stupid.
But that was my Halloween. I made some money, and it's gonna be fun when we go to Kansas City. So
I like how you like sputtered out there, dude.
And this has been the Kyle half hour.
What y'all gonna do in Kansas City? What y'all gonna do in Kansas City?
You know what? He really wants to go swimming again. So I found a hotel that has
did it again.
I found a hotel that has a indoor pool with a water slide. So we're gonna go swimming in the hotel. That's literally.
Any restaurants?
Stop! I'm just waiting for that next question.
I was just like,
he's a perfect interviewer.
Hooters got to be on the list.
It might be on the list, or some Korean
fried chicken. Blew his Hooters money on Wingstop.
Nah, he's got a Hooters bucket.
Always got buddy for Hooters sale. Come on now.
He got his Hooters fund.
I got an email just today talking about it's Veterans Day. Come on down to Hooters. I said, I'm a veteran. I shall be there. So
you know it's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys believe Jake Paul
that he won?
You guys believe him?
No, I saw a video. I
didn't see the fight, but I know that he beat
I saw a highlight.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, is all this rigged?
I saw a highlight of him throwing the final punch where he kind of fell back. It didn't touch him, and he just like fell back and just like.
Because it's rumor the people he's fighting, they get paid a bigger purse if they just
take a dive.
If they just lay down, the old wrestling term.
I don't blame him.
I mean, I find it very doubtful that he actually beat Anderson Silva, but it's kind of the same thing when Lupe beat Daigo in the Street Fighter contest. Like people say he didn't actually beat him. So you never know.
Hey man,
I just don't care.
Maybe after Anderson Silva snapped his fucking shin, he just ain't been the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, if I can win a bigger bag by losing, I'm taking the L.
You are?
Because he would make more money off the Jake Paul stuff than Dana White could have ever paid.
Nah, man.
Go ahead and get your publicity about beating me. I still got money.
See what you do.
No, not November.
now we're back at the beginning of this.
Nah, man. What you do is you go into the contract like you're about to lose. When everybody like, all right, well, you're gonna lose, and then you just beat the shit out of them, and then you're like, yeah, I whooped that motherfucker. We had the contract where I was gonna lose. I said, fuck that mid fight.
Honestly, that's what people think. I mean, this is totally off record, but that's what people think about the whole Brock Lesnar beating Undertaker thing. But they think he win the business for himself. But anyway,
but it's fake, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
it's predetermined. But anyway,
you in the face.
But I look at it. I look at like, I mean, this is maybe a terrible example or whatever. But like, I think sports like boxing, football, and like anything where you get hit in the head a lot, I think it's cool it's good to just retire early instead of end up like other people who have like
they ended up like Herschel Walker.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to give examples. I was gonna say Muhammad Ali,
but that's a perfect example.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind
or they should just invest more in the safety of the sport and then people can continue to play.
But like,
but you can't.
Outside of putting airbags in the fucking helmets, like what are you gonna do?
Robots.
Yeah.
Gosh, how do you guys not know where I'm going with this?
We can't.
Come on.
It's always robots.
We got robots battle battle bots. They just had the championship like last summer.
That's not even close. It's Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
You're closer, but the whole fucking thing that they did where they built fucking robots to fight each other, where it's U.S. versus Japan, and then I think
that
Korea
fake
was
fight.
like a robot football
Whatever.
team.
Why not?
And then when they rise up against us,
See, here's what you do. See, you get a little Professor X little helmet, little and then they take form in their little robot thing.
No wonder he likes Elon with that Neuralink shit.
isn't
What
that
is
from
it?
like
It
Ready
could
Player?
happen.
Isn't that movie with Hugh Jackman?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Whatever it is.
Chappie.
No, man,
Where
Chappie
they-
was a good movie.
Where they put the helmet on, they was like fighting robots.
I don't know. Maybe, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. But yeah. So just take care of the players more with protective gear. Maybe bigger, airbags or whatever.
Do they put airbags in
No, I'm
helmets?
just
now?
saying, what can you're fucking knocking heads, dude. Like, you're gonna get fucking banged up. Like,
See, okay. They got to drill into the skull, right? And then they put the little.
Nah, see,
No, finish that.
The reason why
Let me see your
won't,
shades.
they won't invest in stuff like that is because the
owners.
The
It's bad for business.
white people
Whoa.
that own everything.
He's getting canceled.
They don't want
He ain't gonna be able to do nothing no more.
they don't want us successful
They don't want it
black
watered
men to be watered down. That's why all the quarterbacks are white. Because they don't get tackled that much. There's so many rules on quarterbacks getting tackled than there are on the big black dude on the line who actually gets the CTE.
I guess. Whatever. I'm not gonna argue this. Anyways, where we at? Because I want to go home and watch the monkeys.
I'm gonna be honest with them.
Wait, you
The views of Jonathan Kriegler does not reflect all points.
Are you talking about football? Hey man, that is the show.
All right, this has been the All Points Podcast. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. We're going to be ending the season a little bit in... Oh, no, we are in November. That's fucking crazy.
Right.
No nut November.
Yeah, we're going to get that last episode, and then we're going to take off all of December until the end. We're going to come
'Cause the
back
holidays.
and give you the best episode that you have ever seen in your fucking life.
I might get drunk.
He might get drunk.
It's gonna go hard.
Whoa.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah?
No. You don't understand. You might not know. Shut the fuck up. You might not know. But this drunk episode is going fucking off.
Whatever, Sam. You got to work that day.
No, I'm making sure.
We got edibles.
I'm making sure of it.
PCP.
I am going to Denver in the middle of November. I can bring back some.
So
Yo, that's incriminating.
We might have mud wrestling.
it's
Don't
gonna be
incriminate yourself.
the greatest
I'm not bringing
drunk
back
episode
nothing.
ever, and then we're gonna start the new year off right
And sober.
in our different location. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anybody got
Doing our
anything to
dad's
plug
basement now.
before? Anyway, anything plug?
Our YouTube. I'm gonna get some shorts on there. I promise you. There should be some shorts
Just
on
borrow
there.
some of Jonathan's.
Yeah, he has a
I
billion
got a
of them.
lot, man. Fuck
Nice.
jeans. Fuck jeans.
Well, yeah.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, we're coming towards the end, guys.
I do have something to plug. No, I don't, because everyone who listens is fucking broke. So, all right,
You don't know our demographic,
I
Sam.
know goddamn well.
Jonathan's mom and Alex's mom is not broke.
Y'all said that like,
is that our-
they have different moms.
Is that our demographic?
We do. Mine's cooler.
I was gonna be like, before I leave Wasabi, y'all should come on down and get some sushi.
Yeah,
And,
I don't like sushi.
and get food poisoning.
Fuck
Give me
it.
2 calories and 1
I
crunch.
was gonna say and tip me well, but
Oh, I'll give you the
Spicy
tip,
mayo.
all right. That's how we got.
All right. Anyways, we're getting out of here.
bye everybody.
Jonathan the Great.
West Mid.
Hey, too.
What was that?
And we
Oh,
out of here.